Sweet potato chickpea burger. Celebrate Meatless Monday with a veggie burger patty that's neither processed nor dressed in preservatives. This recipe for sweet potato and chickpea burgers will give you a fresh and filling alternative to a classic American meat dish. A dash of garam masala spice and tasty peas kicks up the flavor and texture in these meatless patties. This is a great way to get your fill of potassium, vitamin A, vitamin C and fiber. These are especially easy, and you don't need a food processor. The sweet potato has to be roasted ahead of time, but that can be done days in advance, and everything else comes together in a jiff. Sandwich the burgers between buns or serve with some salad for a lower carb, super easy option. These buns are a vegan milk bread recipe I'm working on that I'd like to share soon, but in the meantime, if you're looking for a bun recipe, try these no-knead overnight buns or my seed spelt buns. How to make the perfect veggie hamburger. The first step is avoiding the dreaded mushy patty. It's a big letdown for many vegan burgers, but there are a few ways to get around it. 1. Don't mix the ingredients into a paste, leave some texture. 2. Don't use too much liquid. A little olive oil and apple cider vinegar adds flavor to these burgers, but it's kept to a minimum because the roasted sweet potato is adding much of the moisture. 3. Use grains along with the legumes and vegetables. In this case, whole grain brown rice, chickpeas, and sweet potato make up the burger base, along with onion, garlic, parsley, and spices. Lastly, add something with more of its own texture that won't soften during baking. Walnuts add both richness and a bit of crunch and keep it seasonal. Ingredients: 1.5 cups cooked mashed sweet potato, 15 ounces can of chickpeas drained and rinsed, 15 ounces can of cannellini beans drained and rinsed, ½ cup of diced bell pepper, 1 medium-large jalapeno diced, 1 cup finely diced red onion, 1 cup finely diced white onion, 3 cloves garlic minced, 3 flax eggs, 1.5 to 2 cups old-fashioned rolled oats, not instant, 2 to 4 TBSP extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil, 1.5 teaspoons cumin, 1 teaspoon Italian seasoning blend, I love using Mrs. Dash, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, ½ a teaspoon crushed red pepper flakes, ½ a teaspoon cayenne pepper, ½ a teaspoon salt, freshly ground black pepper, parsley, and red pepper flakes. To taste instructions. To start, prep your flax eggs by adding 9 tablespoons of water to 3 tablespoons of ground flax seeds. Whisk together and refrigerate for 15 to 30 minutes to set. Bake or microwave your sweet potato and remove/discard the skin. Set aside. Drain and rinse beans, then add to the sweet potato. Next, saute your onion, bell pepper, and jalapenos in approx 2 to 4 tablespoons of oil with a few cranks of freshly ground black pepper and a sprinkle or 2 of red pepper flakes. After about 7 minutes or so, add garlic and continue to saute until the veggies are translucent and tender. While they cook, use a large wooden spoon or potato masher to partially mash the beans, but not fully. You can also lightly chop them in a food processor or blender if desired, but the texture from the beans is great, so try to keep them chunky. The whole beans give the burgers a meaty texture that makes me feel like you're eating a traditional burger. For the oats, they can be left whole or chopped by grinding them in a blender or food processor. If you're sneaking them past a picky friend or family member, pulsing is the way to go. If you're pressed for time, toss them in whole. I've had luck both ways. Once your veggies are ready, transfer to a large bowl with the beans, sweet potato, flax eggs, and raw oats, and then add your herbs/spices to season. In order to gauge how much of the oats to add, start by adding 1½ cups and mix thoroughly. Next, take a look at your mixture. It should be a little on the chunky side and slightly sticky. If it feels too wet to form into proper veggie burgers, you'll want to add an extra ½ cup. The next step is to form the bean and veggie mix into balls. Cup each ball in your hands and squeeze, pressing it into a compact disc. Think of it as stress relief. Form into 8 patties, cover, and refrigerate for 30 to 60 minutes. Feel free to prep these overnight for the following day. Pour a teeny bit of oil in a skillet, heat to high, and cook for a few minutes on each side until you're left with a golden crust and a warm center. Cook a few at a time, trying not to overcrowd the skillet. It'll be easier this way. Drizzle with yellow mustard and/or sriracha chili sauce and serve on a fluffy bun, wrapped in fresh lettuce, or atop a big bed of veggies. Empty out your crisper and have at it. Notes: freezing the patties before cooking is also another important step, as this makes them completely firm so that they don't fall apart when they are cooking in the oven.